Hey, what up you guys, it's your girl Talana and welcome back. Today I have another college video for you. This is going to be the big 7 tips that I have for starting college. This will be really helpful for incoming freshmen or for high school students that are planning on going to college. I am currently a senior at the University of Arizona. I'm graduating this December, which is super exciting, and I have a psychology major and a criminology minor. Also, before I get into it, real quick, please go follow me on all my social media at Talana Jordan and click the bell icon so that you get notified every single time that I post a college video. Anyhow, I'm gonna shut up and let's get into it. The first step I have is for high school students that are planning on going to college. This is not super helpful if you are already graduated and going into college, but if you are getting ready for college and still have like senior year left, this is so helpful. I literally stand by this 1000%. You want to get ahead. You want to get ahead before you get to college, since college classes are so expensive. You do not want to waste your time with general education classes and the dumb electives and requirements that you have to take when you could take them for way cheaper in high school. You can do this in high school through technically 3 ways, but I only consider 2 ways, and I hope you also only consider 2 ways. Dual enrollment, AP classes, and IB classes. For the love of everything, do not take IB. IB is literally the most useless institution there is. This is only helpful if you're going to out of country colleges. Like literally, if you are going to a college in America and you are from America, then don't do IB. It literally just obliterates your GPA, which will cause you to get less scholarship money because you got a 2.0 your freshman year of high school or whatever. Like, it will literally just kill your chances of getting good grades and getting a good scholarship to college. So literally, I recommend that more than anything. Do not, under any circumstances, do IB classes. The second best substitute to that would be AP classes. If you want to be challenged and you want the same kind of environment, but it's a lot less stressful, is AP classes. The only problem with that is that you are not guaranteed college credit from taking the class because you have to pass the AP test, and it costs $100 to take the class. So you are betting $100 on the idea that you might pass the test. I passed 2 of my AP tests, but I would only recommend doing that if you are 100% sure you are good in the class. And then comes down to my favorite thing on earth, dual enrollment classes. These classes are only at a select amount of high schools. My high school had this, so if you are going into high school right now, I would literally recommend switching high schools or like picking your high school based on if they have dual enrollment. Dual enrollment classes are basically college classes taught by an expert in the subject. It's just as easy as a normal high school class, but you get college credits because it's taught by a college certified teacher. No test, automatic credit. All you have to do is pay the money for what your community college charges per class. So for me, that was $300. I got so many credits from that. My second tip is to have an easy first semester laid out for you. So when you make your classes, do only the requirement to keep your scholarship if you have a scholarship, or just what it takes to be a full-time student. So for my school, to keep my scholarship, we have to take 5 classes a semester. So that's all I took the first semester. The first semester of college needs to be easy. It is such a big thing to adapt to. You are living in a new place, you have new people, you have new experiences, you're living alone, have a sense of independence that you've never had before. It's a lot to handle, and you'll be homesick. So having really intense, hard classes your first semester is just not what you want to do. Take some of your electives so that you get used to how college works. Number 3, make sure that you are set on the college that you choose, especially if you have scholarships. People talk all high and mighty about how you can switch colleges and transfer, and it's no big deal. It's a big deal if you rely on scholarships to stay in college. Basically, if you transfer, you lose that. If you don't go the first year after high school, then you also lose it. So this is really important because you cannot switch schools if you rely on your scholarships, because you will lose them. Yes, there are transfer scholarships, but they usually aren't as much as you get from your original scholarship. So make sure you are super sure, because I kind of just followed what the trends were with people that went to my high school, and I kind of just chose the school blindly and didn't pay that much attention to it without even visiting at first, because I just assumed that I'd like it. I was wrong. I did not have a very good first year of college, but it also got shut down due to COVID, so that was kind of like an unplanned like little finale to my already bad year. And so I did wish that I actually went to ASU, but I couldn't transfer because I would lose my scholarships. So make sure that you are 100% sure and you visit and are on all that before you go. Number 4, it's okay to change your mind like 1,000 times in college, other than transferring colleges if you have scholarships. But it's okay to change majors 100 times, it's okay to change friend groups, and it's okay to change dorms. I know that all those things sound like really stressful. I know people that switched their majors 5 times and graduated early still. Especially if you already have dual enrollment or AP credits going into college. It is so much easier to switch because you already already cut down your time in college, so if you change your mind and have to go a little longer, it's not as big of a deal. So I didn't change my major, but I did change minors. If you change friend groups in college, it's okay. If you go to school with a bunch of your high school friends and you guys stop being friends, that's okay too. It's pretty natural and that happens a lot. And then lastly, from a girl who switched dorms 3 times her freshman year, it's okay to switch dorms. If you aren't comfortable where you live, then you need to change that. For me, I was not feeling super comfortable in my first dorm, so I decided to move to my second dorm. I wanted to restart, and that did not happen until my third dorm because my second one tried to kill me. I only lived there for 5 days. So then I moved to my third dorm, and that worked pretty well. Okay, number 5, it is totally okay to go to community college. A lot of people do it for a year or 2 and then switch to a 4-year university. That is totally okay. It saves so much money, as I've already said 100 times before. The first 2 years of college are basically just high school part 2. You're literally just taking basic electives, and it's basically equivalent to high school for the first 2 years. And so if you just take those classes for way cheaper at a community college and then transfer, it literally saves so much money. Even if you lose your scholarship because you didn't go right to a university right out of high school, sometimes you can still save money from going to a community college for the first year or 2. I mean, I don't think college is the most important thing in the entire world, so I think that it's stupid that college is 4 years anyway when the first 2 years are just repeated high school knowledge, you know? So I don't think that should be the case anyways, so I'm all for scamming the system and saving you guys money because college is way too expensive. Number 6, okay, I did not do this, but I learned from experience, do not visit home every single weekend if you live in state. I live 2 hours away from my college. I went home every single weekend because I did not like it. It also definitely kind of cut out time that I could have spent actually trying to enjoy college because I was like, I hate this, I'm never gonna like it. Under my specific circumstances, of course, like everyone is different. When I wasn't happy or feeling safe living in my dorms, coming home was the best option for me. But once I got to my third dorm and was really having a really good time, I did not visit home as much because I was having a good time. So if you are noticing that you're visiting home a lot and you're feeling like really homesick, consider what that means for you. So that could mean you want to switch dorms because you're not feeling comfortable with your roommate, or you're not feeling at home in your college and you might want to go to a community college and then go back to a university, or you might want to transfer colleges if that's financially available for you. So make sure that you realize that you not wanting to be at your college may signify something bigger, which it was for me. In addition to that, please force yourself to go out even if you don't feel like it. There was literally a couple times where I was like, I don't want to go out, and my roommate forced me to go out to the school events, and I met some of my best friends that are still friends with me till this day from going out those times that I didn't feel like it. So I always advise going to all school events. Even if you're not interested, it might be fun. Make sure that you try to go to as many of those as you can instead of just laying in your dorm all day, which is what I did, and that's why I wasn't having fun. And my last big tip on college is that it's totally okay to not like it. People way over romanticize college and glorify it to the point where it's like, if you feel like you're not loving it, you feel guilty. College is not for everyone, and the college environment is not for everyone. I was told my whole life that I would totally love college and it would be the place for me and like blah blah blah, and I just did not fucking like it. Like, college is not my thing, and that's okay. And so I decided that I wanted to graduate early for that reason, and that's what I'm doing. You do what's best for you, and do not feel guilty for not loving it. I felt guilty every time I went home, even though I knew I wasn't happy at college. I felt guilty for not going to every single game or every single event, even though you should try to, but if there was some reason that I wasn't able to, I felt bad about it because I felt like I was missing my college experience. I felt guilty for not joining Greek life, even though I never wanted to join Greek life in my life. I felt guilty about it when I was there because I was like, I'm not getting the college experience. Shut the fuck up about the college experience. Like, we fucking get it. I like felt so guilty that I wasn't loving it when I had friends that were literally loving it and thriving and loving their lives. It's okay, because sometimes it's just not for you. And for me, I felt I would be happier at a different college, but that was not the choice for me, and I couldn't change it. So I had to accept that, okay, I'm not loving it here. I'm gonna get through this as fast as I can. I'm gonna graduate in 2 years, and I'm gonna go on to something that makes me happier. You gotta work around the problems, and I still advise not staying home every night because that was not good for my mental health, staying home every single day and never going out. Even if you're not loving it, find the good parts of it that you like. Alexa, play Bruno by Olivia Rodrigo. Like, literally. If I have one more adult tell me.
By Olivia Rodrigo on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. But if I have one more adult tell me that
these are the best years of your life, and like this is your thing, like you're gonna peak here, like this is gonna be the best thing ever.
And then I got to college and realized it sucked, and I've never been more sad than I've ever been in my life, which is totally okay and not everyone's case, but I'm like, this is my peak. It never gets better than this. You're telling me my life will never get better than this, and it sucks. It's totally okay not to, but try to work around it and try to find a way to make yourself happy in the environment, and if that means leaving early or dropping out or going to community college instead or transferring or blah blah blah, do what makes you happy, and do not go to college if you do not know what you want to do. That's my final little bit. I advise, if you don't know what you want to major in, go to community college. I feel like that's the best option because it's so expensive to not know what you want to do, and it's okay to change your mind once you get there, but if you have no idea that college is even for you, go to community college first and try to figure it out. But that is all the advice I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have a college and advice playlist. It will be linked down below if you guys want to check out more college videos, and also make sure that you subscribe to this channel right now and follow me on all my social media at Talana Jordan. I post a lot of college content, and I'm moving back to college for the first time in a year and a half in August, so make sure that you subscribe to see a lot more college content coming out really soon. I'm super excited for all of it. I'm getting my first apartment, which is gonna be super exciting, and I promise to always keep it 100 and make sure that you guys are saving money and time on college. So that is all I have for you guys today. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.